How to defeat negative thoughts. The battle within. In a small town nestled between mountains and rivers, there lived a boy named Ayan. He was kind, talented, and full of dreams, but his biggest enemy lived inside his own mind. Every time he wanted to do something great, a voice whispered, "You can't do it. You're not good enough. What if you fail?" That voice never left him. It followed him to school, to work, even when he was alone. And slowly, Ayan began to believe it. He stopped trying. He stopped dreaming. He stopped believing in himself. He wasn't fighting the world anymore. He was fighting his own thoughts. The old man on the hill. One day, while walking through the forest, Ayan met an old man sitting quietly under a huge oak tree. The man's eyes were calm, but his presence felt powerful. Ayan said, "Sir, I'm tired. My mind never lets me rest. I want to live happily, but negative thoughts keep defeating me." The old man smiled and said, "I know your enemy well. It lives in every human heart," he told Ayan. "Inside each person, there are two wolves fighting. One is positive, full of hope, courage, love, and light. The other is negative, full of fear, anger, jealousy, and doubt. These two wolves battle every single day." Ayan asked quietly, "Which one wins?" The old man looked into his eyes and said, "The one you feed." The training begins. Ayan didn't understand at first. "How do I feed the good wolf?" he asked. The old man stood and said, "Come to me every morning for 7 days. I will teach you the way to defeat the darkness inside." And so Ayan returned every morning. On the first day, the old man said, "Your thoughts are like clouds. They come and go. Stop chasing them." He taught Ayan to sit in silence and breathe deeply. Every time a negative thought appeared, Ayan learned to watch it calmly and let it pass. He began to see that he was not his thoughts. On the second day, the old man said, "Your mind repeats what it hears most. Speak light instead of darkness." So Ayan began using positive words, even when he didn't believe them. "I can. I will. I am enough." At first they felt like lies, but slowly they became his truth. On the third day, the old man gave him a small mirror. "Greater than every morning," he said, "look into this and smile. You must become your own friend before the world becomes yours." The inner battle days passed. Ayan started feeling stronger. But one night, when everything was quiet, the negative wolf attacked again. It whispered, "You are pretending. You are still weak. You will never change." For a moment, Ayan believed it, but then he remembered the old man's words, "The one you feed will win." He stood up, looked at his reflection, and said loudly, "No, you do not control me anymore." He wrote down everything that was good about his life, his family, his strength, his dreams. As he wrote, the noise in his mind began to fade. He realized that every time he focused on gratitude, the darkness lost power. The day of the test. On the 7th day, the old man said, "Now go into the forest alone tonight. The wolves will come. Choose your side." Ayan entered the dark woods. He could hear growls echoing in his head, the same old fears. "You will fail. You are alone. Everyone is better than you." But this time Ayan did not run. He closed his eyes and whispered, "I am light. I am enough. I am not afraid." The more he repeated those words, the stronger the positive wolf became. It roared with courage and pushed the darkness away. The negative wolf tried to attack, but it was shrinking, weaker, smaller, powerless. When Ayan opened his eyes, the forest was quiet. The dawn had come. He had won the battle within, the return of the warrior. The next morning, Ayan returned to the old man. He bowed deeply and said, "I met both wolves. The good one won." The old man smiled. "Greater than, now you understand. Negative thoughts never disappear, but they cannot rule you if you stop feeding them. Feed your mind with gratitude, with love, with belief every day. That is how peace is born. Ayan returned home, no longer afraid of his thoughts. Whenever darkness whispered, he would simply smile and say, "I know you, but I choose light." He went on to achieve great things, not because his life became easy, but because his mind became stronger than his fear. Moral of the story: the battle between good and bad thoughts never ends, but victory belongs to those who train their mind daily. Feed your mind with positivity, gratitude, and courage, because what you think you become, and what you believe you created.